everyone, and welcome back to Next Stage Designs with me, Sylvia. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet these very cute earmuffs. So for today's earmuffs, I'll be using my favorite party time chunky yarn, and it has got this beautiful white, pink and grey color. And the recommended hook size is 6 millimeters, but I decided to use 5 millimeters hook today for our earmuffs. In this bow we have 154 meters or 167 yards, and I only used one bow. You will also need a pair of scissors, a yarn needle and a tape measure. So to start these earmuffs, we are going to create these coasters, maybe you remember, as I have them in my playlist, but my lovely follower Christina came up with this beautiful idea for these earmuffs. So please don't forget to find her on her Instagram. And I will make them a little bit different than Christina's, but if you use bigger hook and chunkier yarn, these earmuffs will get bigger as well. So we will do 2 coasters, then we will create the headband and the chains, and then we will sew it all together. Also, the link for these coasters will be in the description box below. So let's get started. First, we are going to start with the magic ring. Hold your yarn and like so wrap it around your 2 fingers and create a cross. Go under this first one, on top of the second one, pull it down and twist your hook. Go under this one here, like so, and pull through the loop you have on your hook, like so. And this is your easy magic ring prepared. Now we are going to chain 2 more, so altogether we have chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this first one is counting as your first chain. So now we have chain of 3, and this chain of 3 is also counting as your first double crochet. Now, inside this magic ring, we are going to place 16 double crochet. So this chain of 3 is your first double crochet, and now we will place 15 more. So second one, third one, fourth one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 and so on all the way around. So we will have 16 double crochet inside the magic ring, and chain of 3 is your very first double crochet. So I have 14. Now I am going to close my ring a little bit more. So I have 14. This one is my 15th, and the last one 16. So this chain of 3 is counting as your first one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Always double check. So once you have your 16 double crochet, we can close our ring completely like so, and we are going to slip stitch on top of this chain of 3. So count 1, 2, and on top of this third chain, insert your hook like so, yarn over and pull through the loop you have on your hook, and that's your slip stitch, and that's how we are going to close this ring. For round 2, we are going to chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. And we are going to count this as our first double crochet. Now, into the same place where is your chain of 3 coming from, right here, we are going to place double crochet. Like so, into the same place. Like this. So you have 2 double crochet into the same place. Now we are going to chain 1. Find the next stitch right here. As you can see, the V on top. And into that stitch here, you will work double crochet. And 1 more. So you have 2 double crochet into this next stitch. Chain 1. And that's how we are going to work. In each stitch around, you will place 2 double crochet and then you will chain 1. So as you can see, into this next stitch again, I will place 1 double crochet and 1 more into the same place. Chain 1. Find the next stitch and place 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 1, and so on. So you will work like so in every stitch around. 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, chain 1 in each stitch around. And I am finishing here, and I will place 1 double crochet, second one, and chain 1, and I have last one here, so I will place 1 double crochet and 1 more into the same stitch and chain 1. And now we are going to close this round 2. Simply slip stitch on top of this chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3 into the third one, insert your hook and work your slip stitch like so to finish this round 2. So for this round 2, we work 2 double crochet in each stitch around with a chain of 1 between those clusters. Round 3. Now we are going to chain 3, and this chain of 3 is not counting as our double crochet. For this round 3, we'll be working front post double crochet, but we'll be working around 2 front post. I show you how to do it just in the minute. So just don't count this chain of 3 as your double crochet for this round 3. Now yarn over, go from the back and go around those 2 front posts. So you have 1 and 2 front posts like so. Bring it up and make sure you will stretch this loop higher like so. Yarn over and pull through 2 and pull through 2 like so. And this is your very first front post double crochet, and this chain of 3 is not counting as your double crochet. So we have 1 front post double crochet, and we need to do this 4 more times. So we will have altogether 5 times front post double crochet like so. So you will work 1 more like this. So that's second one, 1 and 2. Now the third one. And make sure this yarn is in the front like this. And pull the loop higher. Pull through 2 and pull through 2. So we have 1, 2, 3. Again, make sure the yarn is in the front, so those loops will sit nicely as well. So we have 4, and we need 1 more to have altogether 5 front post double crochet like so. And we can call these little rows as they curled in a little bit and they look like a rose. So after each rose, into the same space, you will place 2 single crochet. So into the same space, so 1 single crochet and 1 more like so. So you have your rows, which is 5 front post double crochet. So the roses look like this all the way around. And after each rows, you will place 2 single crochet. And after this very first rows, you will always start straight away front post double crochet like so. So that's your very first one here. Pull the loop higher, pull through 2 and pull through 2. So that's your first one, and we need 4 more. Make sure the yarn is in the front like so. Pull the loop higher again, stretch it a little bit and finish your double crochet. So we have 1 and 2. Pull the yarn in the front like so, pull the loop higher and finish your double crochet. So we have 3, 4, and we need our last one, 5th one, like so. So we should have 5 front post double crochet, but remember we're working around 2 posts. And now behind your rows, place 2 single crochet again into the same space, and you will work like so all the way around. And once you are somewhere here, I show you how to finish this round 3. And I am nearly at the end and I have one more to do. So I will show you one more time. So I have done my rows here and I will place 2 single crochet right into the same space. After each rows you will do so. So I will do these last rows. So I have front post double crochet, but remember we working under the 2 posts like so, and we need to do this 5 times, but just make sure you will always stretch this loop, and also don't forget to count. So we have 1, 2, 3, and I need 2 more. Yarn in the front so the loops will sit nicely, and I have last one here. Finish your double crochet and place 2 single crochet into the same space like so. Now we are going to finish. Simply slip stitch at the bottom of this starting chain 3 like so. Slip stitch and fasten off, but leave it a little bit longer so you can hide it later on. And I'm not going to cut it because that was just my sample, and I already have 2 coasters prepared, and I will reuse this one for something else. So I have 2 coasters prepared, and as you can see, this is the wrong side of our coaster and this is the right side, but I think that both sides are looking amazing. Next we are going to prepare this headband. So prepare your yarn and we are going to create single crochet back loop. So hold your yarn and like so, wrap it around your 2 fingers and create a cross. Go under this first one on top of the second one, pull it down and twist your hook and release. And this is your slip knot. Now we are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now work your single crochet into the second chain from the hook. Insert your hook, yarn over, bring it up and pull through like so. This is your very first single crochet. Into the next one, so that's your second one, into the next one, that's your third one, and into the next one, that's your fourth one. So now you should have 4 single crochet, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chain 1 and turn your work, and from now on you will repeat this row for the rest of your headband. So now we have these V's on top, and each V is your 1 stitch, but we will work only under the back loop. So we have front and back, and we will work only under the back loop. Single crochet. So find your very first stitch, but only back loop like so, and work your single crochet. So that's your first one, second one, and third one. But under the last stitch you will always work under the full stitch. So under this full V, front loop and back loop. So you have front loop here and back loop. So you have 2 loops on your hook now. So you will work single crochet under the full stitch. Chain 1 and turn your work. Again, so we will work single crochet under the back loop only for this first one, second one and third stitch, but remember your last one will be always under the full stitch. So both loops, front and back. Chain 1 and turn your work and repeat. Again, single crochet back loop only, 1, 2 and 3. And into the last one, single crochet under the full stitch like so. Chain 1 and turn your work, and that's how we are going to work, and you will get this nice ribbing as you can see on this headband here, which I prepared earlier on. And for this headband I have 48 rows. To count them, they go like this. So when they go like this, you will have 2 rows, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. So you will continue until you have 48 rows. And remember, once they meet each other, it means 2 rows. Like so. So I am going to finish here. Chain 1 and fasten off like so. And now I'm going to give you measurements. So in centimeters, I have about, let me see, I have about 35.5 centimeters, or in inches, I have about 14 inches long headband. So far we have 2 earmuffs and the headband, and we are going to prepare 2 chains. So for the chains, we already know how to do the slip knot. So first we are going to start with the slip knot. Hold your yarn and like so. Create a cross, go under this first one on top of the second one and release. Now we are going to chain simple chain, but you can also create your own cord. It's up to you. So I decided to go with this simple chain, and I will create 2 chains and they will be long. So in centimeters, I will have about 70 centimeters, and in inches I have about 27.5 inches. So continue working like so on your chain until you get these long chains ready for the next step. And I am finishing here, and I am going to measure my chains. So we should have about 27.5 inches or 70 centimeters long chains, and we need 2 chains. So once we are ready to fasten off, we are going to leave this long yarn end, and it should be about 9 inches long. So measure first, and then we can cut it off. In centimeters, it's about 23 centimeters. And now we are ready to fasten off like so. And do so on both chains. And our chains are ready. So we have headband, 2 chains, and 2 ear muffs. Before we move on, we are going to hide these ends in the middle and outside on both muffs. So let's just grab your yarn needle and quickly hide it on this one and the top end as well, so it's nice and neat. And now we are going to prepare our yarn and the yarn needle. Prepare your coasters and turn them the wrong side up, like so. Before we sew our headband, we are going to find the end of third round, which is here on this one and here on the other one, and make sure they are at the bottom. Next, we are going to sew our headband. So remember, this is the end of the round 3, and on both sides they should be at the bottom, like so. Now bring your headband and place it like this. So the headband is close to the start or end of the third round we created. And we will do exactly the same on the other side. So when you stretch it like so, you have one end like this and one end of your headband like this. And once you have it, you can sew it with this long yarn end, or on this side I didn't need very long yarn end, so I would just simply hide the short end and sew it with my yarn needle. So first I will hide this one because it's not very long, and I will simply just sew it with the yarn needle and the yarn. So just place it like this. And start in the corner. And of course, remember, you can sew it the way you like or prefer. Maybe you have even better method than me. So I like to do a knot at the start. You can even do double knot. And now we are ready to sew. So I like to go like this. Just make sure you don't go through, so you won't have stitches on the right side, as we still want to keep all these stitches on the wrong side, but as our thread isn't matching anyway, you wouldn't even see them on the right side, but I prefer when all the stitches are on the wrong side. So I will be sewing like this, nothing complicated. Do your best here. My hand stitching is not the best, but it's okay because it's all on the wrong side and no one's gonna see those stitches anyway. So I am coming to this corner here, and now just double check. We need to get to this top part so the headband is right in the middle, and I don't want to fasten off here, so I decided to go all the way around through those roses. So you will just do few large stitches through them like this on this first half of our coaster, like so, just to get us to the top part of our coaster so we can attach the headband like this. So we will do few little stitches here so the headband will stay nicely in place. So I will do one stitch here. Just make sure you got your coaster as well. So just go through like so. So there will be your first stitch. Just make sure you're attaching the coaster as well. And then the other stitch, you may do 2 or 3 in the middle just to keep the headband in place. Like so. And there will be on the inside as well. And now you will do one stitch right here, do 2-3 knots, and you can finish right here. And I got tangled as always, so I am finishing like this. And of course, before you fasten off, you can also hide the end just under this headband like this, and then you can just fasten off, so we don't need to do it later on. And now you can simply just cut the yarn like so, and we are done. So this is one side, and we are going to do other side exactly the same. Just make sure your coasters are facing the wrong way up. Before we do so, I am going to hide the end here. And now we will bring the other coaster, find the end of the round tree, which is here, and place this end of the headband right in the middle as we did on the other side. Like so. Now hold it in place. Also, if you want, you can use the pins so the headband is exactly in the middle. And now we have our muffs attached to our headband, like so. Just make sure your headband is right in the middle on one side and on the other side. And now for the last part, we are going to attach the chains. So for the chains, it's super easy. You can also do different method than me, but I decided to go like this. So I will find the middle like so with my hook and simply place the chain on the hook, pull through like this, and make a big knot from the inside. But you can also sew it on as well, or you can do double chain. So if you do double length of this one chain and then just thread it, that would work very well as well. So I have done this, and if it goes through, you can do even bigger knot or simply just sew it on. It's totally up to you. I think this knot is just right, and when you pull on it, it stays nicely in. So do this on the both sides. And I have my chains attached, and they are right inside, as you can see, so the knots won't be bothering you at all. If you don't like these knots, you can also attach them with the sewing or just make double chain and pull through if you like. So now at the end, I decided to do only little knot and simply cut the yarn. I will do exactly the same on the other side. Little knot at the end, just pull the knot so it stays at the end, make it nice and tight, and cut the yarn. If you like, you can add the beads and then do the knots. It's totally up to you. And this is it. These are our beautiful ear muffs. So much fun to make. Just remember, have fun with your crochet. And I think this project is totally so much fun. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial with me. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like it, share it, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel Unique Stitch Designs for more ideas from me, Sylvia. And please don't forget to find me on social medias. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and TikTok. Thank you very much for watching.